Think you're organized? Wait till you see the number one habit that keeps organized people steps ahead every day. Today, we're revealing the 7 key habits that set highly organized individuals apart. From the morning routines that supercharge their productivity to a simple yet overlooked trick that they use to manage their time effectively. You might think you've got it all sorted out, but there's a good chance you're missing out on these crucial strategies. We'll dive into each habit, explaining how it contributes to daily success and how you can incorporate it into your own routine. Plus, I'll share some easy-to-use tools and tips to get you started immediately. So stick around until the end to find out how adopting even one of these organization secrets can drastically improve your organizational skills, and why not doing them might be holding you back more than you realize. Item number 1. Don't trust your brain to remember everything. Why? Because even the sharpest minds can forget details, especially the ones that don't come up every day. That's why super organized folks don't just rely on their memory, they use a system they trust to keep all the important stuff safe and sound. Well, you might wonder what makes a system trustworthy, right? Well, a few things. First off, a reliable system won't lose your info. This rules out relying solely on your brain because let's face it, everyone forgets things, and even paper notebooks unless you're backing them up digitally. Imagine losing a notebook full of important notes. Instead, organized people turn to digital tools designed for keeping data secure. Think about apps like Evernote, OneNote, or Google Drive. These aren't just convenient, they're set up with multiple backups across global servers to ensure your data is safe no matter what happens to your device. Whether it's a tech malfunction or a coffee spill, your data stays intact and accessible from everywhere. So if you're aiming to boost your organization game, consider setting up a digital system that backs up automatically. Not only does it keep your information safe, but it also makes it easy to access and update from everywhere, turning potential chaos into calm, organized success. Secondly, accessibility is key. If one prefers paper, they should ensure that their notebook is always within reach. For those leaning towards digital solutions, a cloud-based note-taking system is ideal. This way, no matter which device they are using, they can easily access and search their notes whenever needed. Third, the system they choose must be well organized and easily searchable. Organized people opt for apps or tools that provide a clear file or folder structure along with a robust search function. They also make sure their naming conventions are logical, helping them quickly locate the correct file, saving time and reducing stress. Organized individuals also prioritize labeling, especially for items they won't interact with frequently. For example, consider someone who has a stash of hardware needed only when moving. They store these items in a plastic bag within the cube organizer, but the real genius lies in the labeling. Without a clear label, recalling the purpose of each item after years would be a major challenge. Fortunately, they plan ahead. The bags they use are specifically chosen for their labeling area. Before storing anything, they meticulously note what each bag contains, such as hardware for a desk. This forethought ensures that when the time comes to move again, finding and utilizing these items will be straightforward and hassle-free. Item number 3. Let's talk about what organized people have dialed in, a killer strategy I like to call the mindfulness loop. This isn't just about staying organized, it's about staying on top of the game. Think of it this way, every living thing, from a simple single-cell organism to you and me, has dependencies. These are the essentials we can't do without. From a tiny blob in a pond, it's a watery habitat and some nutrients. Simple, right? But for humans, it's way more complicated. We're talking food, shelter, school goals, relationships, you name it. The list is long, and keeping track can be overwhelming. That's where disorganized folks often stumble. They get blindsided because something crucial needs attention out of the blue. But here's the scoop: organized people are always a few steps ahead. They've got this mindfulness loop working overtime in the back of their minds, constantly scanning their life's dependencies and preparing for what's next. The mindfulness loop is a mental process in which organized people constantly monitor the various dependencies in their lives, those essential aspects or tasks that need regular attention to keep everything running smoothly. This loop acts as a mental reminder system, helping them anticipate and manage these needs before they become urgent, ensuring they're always prepared and never caught off guard. Building this loop doesn't happen overnight. It begins with them sitting down and identifying everything they depend on throughout their day. They might even create a mind map to lay it all out visually. This exercise isn't just busy work, it's a strategic approach to push these essential points from the forefront of their mind into their subconscious, gradually building a loop that automatically keeps tabs on their life's needs. Trust me, it's a real game changer for keeping everything in check. Item number 4. Organized people swear by a pretty straightforward mantra. 2 is none, 1 is none. What does this mean? It's simple. Always have a backup for everything you use regularly, especially if running out would throw a wrench in your day. Let's say, for example, you're in the middle of filming a video and your camera battery dies. That's a problem, right? Well, not if you're prepared. Personally, I always keep an extra battery charged and ready. It's hanging right there on the charger just waiting for its turn. Because if that first battery runs out and there's no backup, I'm stuck. No filming, no video on time. And this isn't just about camera batteries. Think about anything you use daily. Memory cards? I've got loads of them. Smoothie ingredients? There are always 2 jugs of milk in my fridge, not just 1. So if I run out mid-blend, no biggie, I grab the other and keep going. So here's the takeaway: if running out of something would seriously disrupt your day, make sure you have a backup. Use the backup, continue with your day, and replace it whenever it suits you. This strategy saves time, stress, and ensures you're never caught off guard. Item number 5. Organized people tailor their systems to what works best for them through personal experience and experimentation, not just by following traditional methods. A great example of this comes from Anthony Bourdain's Kitchen Confidential. While many chefs organize kitchen inventories alphabetically, a seemingly logical approach, Bourdain chose a different path. He arranged his inventory to reflect the geographical layout of items in the kitchen. This method, though unconventional, enhanced efficiency and made practical sense, demonstrating that sometimes the best system is the one you craft based on your own needs and insights. It's a reminder to critically assess traditional ways and continuously refine your organizational methods to ensure they serve you well. Item number 6. Organized people also embrace the concept of mise en place, a French term that translates to everything in its place. This principle is not only pivotal in the culinary world, as highlighted in Kitchen Confidential, but is universally applicable. Bourdain describes mise en place as not just your physical setup, but also a state of mind. Every skilled chef and line cook lives by this rule because ignoring it leads to chaos. Imagine trying to locate your chef's knife with greasy hands during a busy dinner shift. Definitely not ideal. Similarly, in any workplace, ensuring that every item has a designated spot and that your environment is organized before you start work can significantly boost efficiency and reduce stress. And once you're done, restoring everything to its original place maintains order and readiness for the next task, a lesson repeatedly emphasized by those who understand the true value of organization. Item number 7. We've arrived at the final insight, which rather than needing a simple notebook deserves something as significant as a Captain America shield. Organized people are incredibly deliberate about what they own, buy, and decide to keep. Opting to keep something like this shield isn't just a whimsical decision, it's a calculated choice based on value. And a piece of advice, I want you to embrace a philosophy of purchasing items that add real value, joy, or utility to your life. If something doesn't serve a purpose, it doesn't clutter up my space. This is a crucial mindset for everyone aiming to reduce the mental and physical load of their possessions. Remember, the more items you own, the more time and energy you must devote to maintaining and organizing them. Organized people use their resources wisely. Organization for them is not an end, but a means to an end. So when buying new items or evaluating what you already own, ask yourself, does this bring me joy or utility? Could someone else benefit more from it? If it's no longer of value, perhaps it's time to let it go. Adopting this selective approach not only streamlines your life but also aligns with a broader strategy of thoughtful ownership. Earlier in this video, I introduced the concept of the mindfulness loop, a process of continuously monitoring the dependencies in your life to ensure they are well managed. But there's more to this tool than just upkeep. On a higher level, it involves forward thinking, constantly challenging you to consider how you might position yourself to seize future opportunities. To effectively engage in such strategic planning, you might want to enhance your lateral thinking skills. Lateral thinking involves approaching problems through indirect and creative methods, drawing on a broad, interconnected base of knowledge. Fortunately, like any skill, it can be honed with practice. By developing this cognitive ability, you prepare yourself to navigate a vast range of scenarios and opportunities more effectively. Thanks for sticking with us through these 7 key habits that can help you become more organized. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you're going to change or implement to organize your life better? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video from us here at Luxo-Life. We're all about sharing practical tips to make your day-to-day life just a little bit easier. Thanks for joining us, and see you in the next video.